First at 5:30, delegations from the U.S. and Russia met in Saudi Arabia. They held their first day of talks aimed at ending the war in Ukraine this morning.
Yeah, both sides say the talks were productive. Natalie Brand is at the White House tonight with the latest.
After more than 4 hours of talks, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the U.S. and Russia have agreed to appoint high-level teams to work on a path to end the war in Ukraine in a way that's sustainable and acceptable to all sides.
We're not going to pre-negotiate an end to this conflict. These are the kinds of things that have to happen through hard and difficult diplomacy in closed rooms over a period of time.
Secretary Rubio was joined by Middle East envoy Steve Witkoff and National Security Advisor Mike Waltz.
This needs to be a permanent end to the war and not a temporary end as we've seen in the past. We know just the practical reality is that there is going to be some discussion of territory.
The Trump administration also said the U.S. and Russia agreed to restore embassy staffing in Moscow and here in D.C.
For us to be able to continue to move down this road, we need to have diplomatic facilities that are operating and functioning normally.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelenskyy said he wasn't invited to Tuesday's meeting, but that his country needs to be part of the conversation about its future. European allies are concerned too and organized an emergency meeting Monday in Paris.
At stake is not just the future of Ukraine, it is an existential question for Europe as a whole. This is a once-in-a-generation moment for the collective security of our continent.
British Prime Minister Keir Starmer said he's willing to offer British peacekeeping troops to Ukraine, but that a U.S. security commitment is the only way to ensure lasting peace. Starmer is expected to visit the White House next week. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Now, Ukrainian